Full of nettle tea indeed. Prince Charles' audacious action against Harry and Meghan shocks the monarchy. Greetings and welcome to the world of Royal Staff's channel. We're about to go on a journey that will introduce you to Eliza Lopez, a young lady you've probably never heard of, and her teenage cousins, who will soon become the most well-known teenagers in the entire world. These adolescents were raised on a steady diet of cottage pie, hunt gatherings, and fantastic skiing vacations in Courchevel. They are well-educated British teenagers who understand how to act appropriately in high society. But why are we even bringing them up? The reason for this is that Queen Camilla has decided to give her 5 grandchildren, the offspring of her son Tom and daughter Laura, a prominent official role in her and her husband King Charles's rapidly approaching coronation. Yes, you heard that correctly. The most sacred part of the ceremony will be when the Queen is anointed with holy oil, and these teenagers will hold the canopy over her while this happens. Can you picture the setting? Medicated acne cream, Lynx Africa, and ASOS will now be the top notes of the most solemn occasion, which dates back to the 11th century. This is all thanks to the group of teenagers who are poised to become overnight world famous. Let's now discuss Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, and Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, his wife. They are no strangers to controversy, and it appears that if they go to Charles and Camilla's coronation in May, things might get even rougher than initially anticipated. Despite being the king's son and the 5th in line to the throne, Harry has made a highly successful living off of exploiting his many unresolved family issues. On the day of the coronation, he appears to be destined to serve only as an ornament, much like the artfully perched shapus worn by Princess Beatrice and Eugenie. Has anyone overheard anything like a hand-painted, nettle tea-filled, home-thrown mug hitting a Montecito kitchen floor? That sound is the new royal generation taking center stage as Harry and Meghan's significance fades into the background. Harry appears to only receive cold responses from his family, the media, and the British public as time goes on. To make matters worse, he and Meghan now have to watch as Camilla's family enjoys the spotlight while garnering millions of clicks and likes. Harry's self-imposed exile to the outer reaches of the royal orbit has never been more painfully obvious. The Duke and Duchess are relegated to a pew, gazing at the back of James, Viscount Severn, 15, as teenagers swarm around the women they refer to as Gaga and carry hand-sewn canopies. At St. Paul's for the Platinum Jubilee service of Thanksgiving last year, the seating arrangement was the same. Despite the Sussexes' recent media campaign, their efforts to subdue the Windsors have been ineffective. Instead, Charles and his crew have left, ostensibly too preoccupied to install low-flow green restrooms inside Buckingham Palace and plan the coronation. For Harry, the news coming out of London only gets worse. First, it was stated that he would not be participating in the coronation anyway. The part of the ceremony where royal dukes traditionally pay respect to the monarch has been eliminated by Charles, effectively barring his son and brother Prince Andrew from participating in any official capacity. Harry will be bitterly disappointed if he was hoping for a personal sorry from his father or brother. The Sussexes will be invited to the coronation but without any apologies, a source close to the royal family has said. It will just be, here is a request, tell us if you plan to visit. The symbolism behind it all is painfully clear and obvious. Never has Harry's insignificance to the monarchy been more masterfully expressed. No matter how many tell-all interviews or public relations initiatives the Sussexes engage in, it seems as though they will never regain their prior standing within the royal family. Harry has courageously educated the world on the dangers of genital frostbite and the proper places to avoid rubbing face cream in the face of those mounting difficulties. But it appears that despite his valiant efforts, the tide of bad news continues unabated. The Duke of Sussex did not receive the private apology from his father and brother that he so desperately wanted, the Times reported. Despite Harry's insistence that they acknowledge their error, they refuse. The royal family appears to be inviting the Sussexes to the upcoming coronation without any excuses. The invite will merely read, "Here is a request. Tell us if you plan to visit." In conclusion, Harry and his family could potentially miss out on the upcoming coronation. The family of Camilla, the person Harry accused of leaving bodies in the street, is poised to win the public's and social media's hearts in the meantime. Harry decided to leave his well-paying job, which provided a number of perks like a clothing allowance, free housing, security, and a monthly allowance 3 years ago. Some people, however, don't seem to be able to get over this choice and keep criticizing him. They describe him as a loser, pointing out that he never had to work to support himself, lived with his parents until the age of 38, had a history of drug and alcohol abuse, as well as promiscuity. Despite everything, he still feels like he wants more, so he has started selling his family to the highest bidder. It's obvious that some people are eager to see this person fired. He also decided to disregard the 1-year notice requirement. He was able to return because of Queen Elizabeth II's generosity and foresight. However, the two Dumbartons are too stupid to have understood their error in judgment in less than a year. In reality, they are still unaware of it. Harry is now compelled to sit on the sidelines and watch as his brother, nephew, and step-nieces and nephews make history in front of a potential billion-person audience. All of this serves a painfully clear symbolic purpose. It tells the world in exquisite detail how irrelevant Harry is to the monarchy. That's not all, though. It's a big deal that Eliza, Lola, Freddie, Louis, and Gus will participate in the coronation. It's a shocking departure from tradition, only marginally less shocking than Camilla's decision to wear Ginger Spice's Union Jack corset on the special occasion. The 2-hour ceremony's most sacred moment, the anointing, will involve participation from the Queen's grandchildren. Leering TV cameras and the general public have never witnessed anything like this before. This isn't just any wedding. This is a coronation, an event steeped in centuries of tradition. It's not the right occasion or setting for a jumble of blended families, scented candles, and a celebrant reading poetry by Rumi. Harry probably doesn't want to hear Charles and Camilla change such a significant event in order to use it as a symbol of unity and togetherness. They're about to give love in a family dose, according to Sister Sledge's lyrics, which come to mind. While you can't pick your family when you're a monarch, you can decide who supports you in making history. I appreciate you watching my video so much. I hope it was both interesting and educational for you. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it and consider subscribing to my channel for more videos like this. Remember to click the notification button to receive an alert whenever I upload a new video.